Well, you can't see too much. I'll lift the loader. I don't know what you guys will see, but to me it is sunny and beautiful. We are still going to be darn cold tonight, so there's no checking the cows less tonight. But right now I got a cow calving and I don't have to sit there and wait for her to drop the calf. I can haul some bales. I wanted to haul with the semi, but the snow is deep enough where it drifted here that we can't even get the tractor with the blade to push. There's not enough traction to make it push. I need a cat. If I had a cat, I could push the snow out, but in time the snow will dissipate and we'll be able to push it out and I can drive the semi out to the hay yard. This is the last 2 bales out of what I call hay yard number 1. So it tells you how much we've used at this portion of, let me put that loader down, I don't need it swinging. It tells you how much we've used over winter, that if it's March now and hay yard number 1 is completely empty. But we've been crazy busy. We've had some losses, but if you have livestock, you have dead stock. You know, like I said, it's been cold, but we haven't lost things due to the cold directly. There's had some, you know, you get a calf stepped on, and we had a calving difficulty the other night that, well, we had three nights in a row where we had to pull calves in the night, which wasn't much fun. There's the silage pile over there. That pile right there is all frozen chunks from the top of the pile. So when the sun comes out and we call it spring, those all get hauled to the cows. So the other night it was minus 37 and I went out and there's a cow just starting to labor, no water bag, no nothing yet, and I went back in an hour and she had half a calf stuck out, and it was a huge, massive calf. So, and like I said, we don't pull calves on our cows that aren't malpresentations, and I haven't pulled one in eons from just being too big of a calf. But just because you haven't done it doesn't mean you have to do it. You don't have to do it. So I tried pulling it. I tailed her over and I tried to pull it there with my lariat. Didn't work. By the time I got back with Wyatt, because Jessica was already drying a calf in the kitchen. It's 4 in the morning, you know. She's been a worker like you wouldn't believe. So I got Wyatt with the jack and the chains, and by the time we got there, she had pinched herself, and the calf was already dead. The exposed part of the calf was froze right up. But you get a calf stuck in the birth canal, you don't have long to get them out because they can't get any oxygen. So he was dead, or she was dead, but it was a darn big heifer calf. I've never had a heifer calf that big before, and it was on a second calver, so I mean she could have handled it. She should have been able to handle anything, but she couldn't get that out of her. But if it wasn't so cold, I think she could have done it. That cold stresses them out too. And of course today it is minus 12 Celsius, that is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the nicest day in 6 weeks or something like that. And I'll take it. It's gorgeous. So, yesterday I had a calf that is able just to throw in the hot box and warm up. Right now Wyatt is designing a hot box with a dual heating system so that you can heat the air twice, have a thermostat inside so it can be controlled by a thermostat. And we're going to design that so it has lots of air moving, but it can get warm enough, and like I said, I have a thermostat so that if it gets too warm and just shut off one of the heaters. That is the plan, anyhow. So, but I'll take you back out when we see cows. So, there's a couple of those green feed bales I hauled out the other day that I left. So I'm gonna grab those and I'll go get hay bales. I'll show you the hay yard later too. These girls are all waiting to get fed. I'll have to check the water. We've got lots crowded there, but it's warmer today. So these haven't got fed yet, but I have a cow cabin, so I wanted to just check it. So I thought I would just stop for a second on hauling bales. Yeah, you guys that follow me on Instagram, I found a mallard duck in the silage this morning. Like, and not one that's been ensiled, just see these wild cows, they want to move. Come on, sweetie. So anyhow, the dog or a coyote or something must have buried the duck in the silage pile yesterday, because it was right where I had already had it broke up. Oh, she's not done calving yet. You better go check and see what you see. Maybe there's something wrong. Maybe it's just big. Well, it's good sized. That's a big calf. Yeah, that's a big feet. That's why she's working so hard. So now I know what's going on. So, but there's lots of calves running around, that's for sure. Looks like I got another cow calving over there. I better go check her out. It's a nicer day. Normally we don't get calves when it's nice out. Lots. We're gonna have a ton of short-eared cattle. A ton of them. Well, it looks like that heifer. The heifer is calving, so she see all them babies sitting there. The heifer's calving, so then she's found a calf to claim, which is pretty normal. Like I said, you just don't want them to keep claiming that calf once they have theirs. So we'll just see. Let's shake him. But like I said, there's lots of babies around. Out of the way! There, that's my wife's favorite calf there. Little socks, white down tail. Anyhow, this heifer right in front of us is calving. I had to delete some pictures. My storage is full. So that heifer there, she's just chasing any calf she can find. Kind of like, hey, are you my baby? That's pretty normal calving behavior. They look for a baby that's already born, wondering if it's theirs. So here's our one that's calving still. That's a big calf for her. She's had all small calves in her past. She's actually a purebred of Wyeth's that never got the paperwork done on it. She's raised 3 Cavanese bulls, but you breed them to the right bull and they're not going to be a Cavanese. So we'll watch her. If she hasn't had the calf in an hour, we'll go help her. Like I said, like I said, I haven't helped the cow till that other day, the other night I guess. have a calf, you know, that's for size anyhow, but one bull, I guess he's throwing a little more size. So we're not gonna have to help her, I'm sure of it, but she just needs some time to get her done. Back in the old days, we didn't breed Angus. You gave him 4 hours to calve. And I had a dentist appointment, and so my dad hasn't been over at all with the cattle, and I asked him just to go and check him once while I was gone. And I came home and he said, I was there 10 minutes ago and there's one cow that's suspicious. I said, oh, you mean the cow that's calved already? And that's how quick they can happen with their Angus calves. Hey, old Wild, huh? Well, I better get back to work. My tractor is calling. Well, look what we got, everybody. I just put that heifer in. She was really scrapping. She started fighting the cow for the calf she was chasing, so I walked her in, and while I was gone, 1B had her baby. Hey, sweetheart. Like I said, he's just a bigger calf. He's over 100 pounds. None of her calves have been over 60 before. Yeah. And bull calf, you can see, she's just cleaning. I'm gonna just leave her alone and let her do what she does. Here's one of Jessica's bull calves. She's a heck of a calf. Just them round ears, damn it. Good job, 1B. Lick that sucker off. So, like I said, I got a bull that I know is throwing a little heavier birth weights. And like I said, she still had that out in an hour. But I just won't be using that calf for the heifers, where her other 3 bulls have been heifer bulls. But we actually, she had a choice of, she was in a pen this year that had 6 bulls, so. Oh, here's a treat for you guys. Hey, you guys recognize that tag? That's no worries there. He's doing good. So his ears were okay, but he's starting to lose a little of that right ear, and that's just from the bad weather we've had. That's not him freezing when he was born. That's just the bad weather. Here's the motley crew, eh? Little bulls with all their little cropped off ears. These calves are a little earlier. And look at now, you get all these ears, and then you get one who's just had his ear caught on something and pulled his ear tag out. You little jackass. This 156 calf, he tried dying on me lots. I treated that sucker. I warmed him up again, and I give him little kisses, man. I did everything. But, well, I shouldn't say. I even said a special prayer for him. I'll even do that. But he's alive, so that one's probably a month old. Here's another little bull calf that's just strutting a little peacock. He'll get to go to the bullpen this fall. Little proud bugger. Stretch that neck out a little bit. So the water was not working right. The float was froze open. So it was just a trickle. So it would just trickle in. Anyhow, give you another little show of the cattle. They're all waiting for me to feed them. So I'm gonna go start feeding them. And I'm assuming I won't come back. So be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Oh, here, you guys can look at my cancer spot. Show you guys that a little bit. I don't show it to people around here, so you guys might as well see it. Anyhow, if you're calving, hope it's going well. And if you're just enjoying life, enjoy it well. I heard a quote the other day, and you know, the you only live once thing, and this says there's a correction. You only die once. You live every day, so make every day count. Take care.